Next question. Explain Miller Orr model of cash management. That is a question. So first of all, I will explain you Miller Orr model of the cash management और उसके बाद हम लोग उसका नोट लिखेंगे. So right now all of you are requested just to focus on the explanation. Now understand all of you. ये जो मिलर ओर मॉडल है उनका कहना क्या है. सबसे पहले तो उनका कहना ये है that we do not make an assumption that expenses of the company is evenly spread throughout the year. सबसे पहला कहना उनका ये है that we do not make an assumption that expenses of the company is evenly spread throughout the year. हम लोग ऐसा समझते हैं, हम लोग ऐसा मानते हैं that expenses of the company will keep on varying. That is the first thing. Second, this like Miller Orr model says that there are three types of cash balance limit that you have to decide. Upper limit, return point एंड लोअर लिमिट. उन्होंने बोला है कि तीन टाइप का कैश बैलेंस का लिमिट आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा. एक का नाम है अपर लिमिट, दूसरे का नाम है रिटर्न पॉइंट और तीसरे का नाम है लोअर लिमिट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रिटर्न पॉइंट है 5 लाख, लोअर लिमिट है 3 लाख और अपर लिमिट है फॉर एग्जाम्पल 10 लाख या 9 लाख. सपोज ऐसा लिमिट है. यू मे हैव अ क्वेश्चन दैट सर ये लिमिट कैसे तय किया जाता है. भाई ये लिमिट तय करने के लिए मिलर ओर मॉडल ने कुछ फॉर्मूलाज दिया है. हाउएवर आवर like institute has not included those formulas in our curriculum. उन्होंने बोला है कि भाई हम लोग ये फॉर्मूला या फिर हमको ये कैलकुलेशन कुछ नहीं करना है, हमको सिर्फ और सिर्फ थियरी पढ़ना है. So the theory is like this. उनका कहना यह है कि आपको तीन टाइप का कैश बैलेंस का लिमिट डिसाइड करना है. एक का नाम है अपर लिमिट, सेकेंड का नाम है रिटर्न पॉइंट और थर्ड का नाम है लोअर लिमिट. नाउ लिसन केयरफुली व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू स्पीक. Let us say that on x-axis I am taking the time period. And on y-axis I am taking the cash balance. This is the upper limit. This is the return point. And let us assume that say this is the lower limit. Let us assume that from 1st of April 2021, the company is applying say this Miller-Orr model of cash management, keeping the cash equal to the return point. Keeping the cash equal to the return point. Now on daily basis, the cash balance will have a variation like this. Now on daily basis, you are required to keep a track of your cash balance. हर रोज आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि आपका कैश बैलेंस कितना है. At any point of time, if at all your cash balance increases to the upper limit, then in that case you have to make investment of the funds. आपको कितना पैसा इन्वेस्ट करना है, आपको उतना पैसा इन्वेस्ट करना है कि जिसकी वजह से आपका जो अपर लिमिट का कैश बैलेंस है ना, दैट रिड्यूसेस टू द रिटर्न पॉइंट. That is the way you are required to make the investment of certain amount of the funds say in liquid securities. यानी हमारे एग्जांपल में क्या होगा 4 लाख रुपए. अगेन आपका जो कैश बैलेंस है ना उसमें ऐसा वेरिएशन आता रहेगा. इट मे हैपन दैट आपका कैश बैलेंस रिड्यूस हो जाता है. कहां तक रिड्यूस होता है? सपोज इट रिड्यूसेस से टू द, let us say, the lower limit. Okay, then in that case what you have to do, you have to make the redemption of the investment. You have to make a redemption of the investment for such an amount so that so the balance increases so to the return point. So redeem such amount of the funds from the liquid securities so that the balance increases from the lower limit to the return point. Okay, this is the way you are required to do the transaction. Now it may happen that so the cash balance is remaining in between so the lower limit and the upper limit. If at all the cash balance is remaining in between the lower limit and upper limit, then no transaction will be entered upon. This is the way so the Miller-Urr model has given the explanation about the cash management theory. So let us write down a note for this. Miller-Urr model. Please draw the diagram first of all. चलो first point, as per this theory, comma, the requirement of cash is not evenly spread throughout the year. Second point, as per this theory, comma, company should decide comma, following three types of cash balance limit. One, upper limit. Second, return point. And third, lower limit. Next, at the time of applying this theory, comma, the company should keep a cash balance in between LL lower limit and UL upper limit. Next, based on change in balance, comma, a transaction will be entered as under column number 1 cash balance and column number 2 transaction. Like this, say prepare a small table. Cash balance increases to upper limit. Then the transaction is invest an amount in liquid securities, comma, so that balance reduced to RP, that is return point. Cash balance decreases to LL lower limit. In that case, redeem investment of liquid securities slash arrange funds by any other method so that balance increase to return point. Next, cash balance is in between LL and UL, that is lower limit and upper limit. Then in that case, no transaction. Friends, importantly, in our curriculum, they have not included the calculation portion. So we just have to understand the theory.